Hello and welcome to another video, a bit of a different POV for this one, as I just wanted to show off my boutique Blu-rays in my collection. I'm not the biggest boutique collector out there. I don't pick a label and just kind of run with it and pick out all of their ones. I just pick the ones for the movies I'm most passionate about and interested in. And for me, the easiest way to show that off was to just get a whole look at the shelves here, and I'll just pull them off one by one, giving you a quick look at the ones that I have in my collection for the movies that I'm most passionate about that also have a boutique Blu-ray release. So this won't include steelbooks or anything like that. It's ones from a specific boutique label like Criterion, Arrow Video, Shout, that kind of thing. So let's get ready because there's a lot to show off here, and let's jump in. Kicking things off, I still have the price sticker on this for what I paid for it for $5. We have The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This is one that I really enjoyed. I went to it pretty blind. This isn't, anything special as far as an actual boutique looking Blu-ray for it, but it is done by Scream Factory, therefore it is a boutique Blu-ray release. So I really enjoyed this one, definitely one I'm looking forward to revisiting soon. Next, another Shout one here. I have a good bit of Shout stuff between their Shout Factory and Scream Factory releases here, and this is for Coraline. This is the 4K Blu-ray release for this movie here. I actually blind bought this one because of recommendation of a number of friends of mine saying it was a really good one, so I picked it up, watched it, thought it was a really great movie. Amazing 4K transfer in this one. Shout Factory really did a good job with it. Next, we have the first real boutique label on here, and that is for Dragons Forever from 88 Films. I'm a big fan of classic Jackie Chan stuff, and this release label has done a lot of really good Jackie Chan stuff, which you'll see and showcased in this video. So really nice hard shell case on this one. This is the 4K, I think I went with for this one. Really good one. It's got a number of his buddies in it. They did a really good job. It's a fun one. It's got a booklet in here, poster, all kinds of really cool stuff inside of it. I did do an unboxing on this one on the channel at some point, so if you want to check it out, go back and see that one. Next, we have a Criterion and Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is one of my favorite sets in my collection. I really love the artwork on the case for this one. Even just as you open it up and take a look at the inside and stuff, just a lot of stuff that really contributes to the whole visual vibe of this movie and just the beauty that it is, because it's a really beautiful film to watch. And so one of my favorite of the Criterion releases for sure. I don't have a ton of Criterions, but the ones I do have, I'm really passionate about. So I absolutely love Fantastic Mr. Fox. Next, we have another Criterion in Following. This was Christopher Nolan's first movie, and this is the only way to buy this movie on Blu-ray, so I went ahead and got the Criterion for it. I actually haven't had a chance to watch this one since I got the Criterion. I've seen the movie once before, but not on the Criterion set, so I do need to check this one out at some point, but I collect all of Christopher Nolan's movies. He's currently my favorite director, so this was one I definitely wanted to have in my collection. Next, recently added to my collection, one I'm really excited about from a label I didn't even know existed till I got it, Hundreds of Beavers. This is from Cartoona, which, like I said, I'd never heard of before. I think they typically do cartoon releases, a little more obscure stuff, but this was one of my favorite movies from last year. Had to wait months to finally get this one back in stock and get it, but finally got it, and it's a really great release. Next, we have a streaming release that finally got a Blu-ray, and that is for Hush. I thought Hush was a really, really fun, entertaining kind of like home invasion type thriller movie. I'm a huge fan of director Mike Flanagan, so I would love to get as much of his stuff as I can on a physical release, and Shout Factory really went all out on this one. There's a number of different cuts on it, commentaries, bonus features, and it's just a really good looking set as well. And inside, you got the reversible artwork for black and white and stuff, but definitely one that I grabbed day one. Next, we have an Arrow title, and that is for Knockabout. This is one I blind purchased. The artwork on it's really cool. I'm a fan of a number of the actors and martial artists are in this one. I ended up thinking the movie was okay. I mean, I don't regret buying it. I only spent, I think, $15 on this, which for a boutique label really isn't that bad, but I enjoyed the movie enough. I don't know if it's one I'll revisit all that often, but I do like a number of the actors and performers in this one, and the martial arts stuff is really fun. So definitely one of my lesser liked boutique pickups for the collection, but it is an Arrow Video title, so I am happy to have this one in the collection. Next, we have another one of the Leica Studios Shout Select ones, and that's for Kubo and the Two Strings. This is one of my all-time favorite animated movies. The Blu-ray, the 4K Blu-ray on this is gorgeous, just like Coraline is. So again, nothing highly, too spectacular about the release itself, but the disc, which is really what matters in the movie, is fantastic. Next, the other Arrow video title in my collection, we have The Man from U.N.C.L.E. This is a really cool looking release. I got this one for Christmas, so this is the 4K Blu-ray that Arrow video did for it. Haven't had a chance to check it out yet. It's definitely one that's on my watch list to check out soon, but really good performance in this one. One of my favorite Henry Cavill performances for sure. It's a really cool, exciting spy kind of film that doesn't necessarily lean into all the Mission Impossible type stuff, so it's a fun one. I'm a huge Mission Impossible fan, but it's cool to see something a little bit different in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. on this one. Definitely a good release. Next, we have another Criterion. This is another one that I blind purchased, and that was Memories of Murder. The artwork on this is fantastic. I love the ominous look of the artwork on the front of this one, and it's a really great movie as well. It's definitely a slow burn, but like as it's going, you're along for the ride. It's a really self-investing story as far as feeling involved and following the case. It's based on a true story, which is really interesting as well. So definitely one of my favorite of the Criterions that's in my collection, just on the artwork alone. A really great Bong Joon-ho movie. Next, we have another Criterion. This is one I held out on for a while, but finally was able to pick up, and that is Pinocchio. This is the 4K Blu-ray release. One of my favorite Criterions in my collection. I'm probably going to say that in most of my Criterions, but I think one of the coolest things about this release, it's silly, but I love that there's a little cover for Pinocchio's nose right there. I thought that was just a fun, interesting little detail for this one. The 4K Blu-ray for this, just like the Shout Select ones that they did for Leica Studios movies, are, if I can get this movie back in here, are just beautiful. Visually, this movie is incredible. I mean, just look at the artwork alone on the front of this thing. Really nice release of a set here, as well as the movie itself just looking incredible on 4K. Next, we have Point Break. This is another Shout Select release here. This is one I just kind of bought on a whim. I hadn't seen the movie in a long time, but I remembered really liking it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I was actually thinking about buying just a regular Blu-ray for it, and then I found out Shout Select was putting out a 4K, so I was like, well, this is definitely one that would be fun to have on 4K. So I grabbed it, watched it for the first time in a long time last year, and just really thought it was great. Visually, the movie looks great. The remaster transfer is really good on it, so definitely one that I'm happy to have in the collection. Next, we have some more Jackie Chan. So these are actually from the same series, but a different release label as far as the boutiques go. So these are Criterions for the first two Police Story movies. And then the third Police Story movie, this is another one from 88 Films. This is my favorite 88 Films set that I have so far. They do, and again, a really good job with this one. Nice thick, casing on it, a nice booklet inside, some posters, all that kind of stuff. So I love the Police Story series, so I was really happy that we finally have all of these on an HD release, and this one being the 4K Blu-ray release. So again, some of my favorite Jackie Chan movies in my collection. Continuing the Jackie Chan trend, another 88 Films release. This is for the Project A collection. This is one that was a blind buy for me. It's one that I've been wanting to see for quite a long time now, because I've heard these are some of Jackie Chan's best kind of classic Hong Kong action movies here, and they were definitely a heck of a fun time. I don't regret blind buying this one at all. It's definitely still a really good release, and the transfer still came out really good on it, as the 4K transfer just downgraded down to 1080p. So definitely one that I'm happy to have in the collection, as I'm a big fan of Jackie Chan, as you've gathered from this video. Let me know if there's any other boutique releases for Jackie Chan movies that I need. Next, we have another Criterion in Seven Samurai. This is one that is my favorite Akira Kurosawa movie so far. I haven't seen a ton of his films yet, but this is one that Criterion's had for quite a while. Spy number 2 on it. It's a nice kind of digibook casing on it. I really like the matte kind of finish on it. It's not one I get to revisit all that often, but it does have some really cool bonus features on it. And then the visuals of just the movie itself, it's a good transfer for a really old movie, and one that I'm happy to have in the collection. Next, we have another Shout Select, and that is Streets of Fire. This one was a recommendation off of another YouTube channel that I follow on here, and I really am happy I blind bought this one because it's a really good movie. It's got some great music throughout. It's an interesting premise. And again, nothing, highly visually different about the packaging itself on this one. Shout Select doesn't tend to go too much into the boutique stuff as far as packaging goes, but a good movie nonetheless, and a good release of it. And then finally, another Shout Select release, we have Twins. This is one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I love when Arnold Schwarzenegger does comedy, so this is a really cool collaboration he did with Danny DeVito. Again, nothing highly spectacular about the packaging itself. I got this one for a pretty good price. I think these run for like $15 or so, something like that, but definitely one that I'm happy to have, a quality release of, to be able to enjoy this movie, because it's a really fun throwback comedy. So that wraps up my boutique Blu-ray collection. Like I said, I'm not one who picks a label and just kind of goes with all their releases and stuff like that. I collect the movies I'm most passionate about. So in this case, for me, it's a lot of different random boutique labels here and there. But the movies I'm most passionate about, I'm happy to have collector's editions of at the same time. So let me know some of the movies that I showed off that you're most passionate about as well and enjoy having in your collection. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I will see you in the next one.